Try this one more time. Hopefully I'll get it right. Can you see me and hear me now? I hope. Ooh, I see somebody. There's Claire. Okay, so it's working. Okay. Let's see if any of your other friends are able to join right now or not. You know, this is a tough time because it's bedtime. Okay, well, let's go ahead and get started. So I wanted to start off by introducing myself. I know I did a couple live videos this week just so I could get to share more about myself before the party, but my name is Melissa Thibodeau, and I met Claire at Dow Corning a few years ago. We were assigned to work on a project together, and it turned out to be a really great assignment because I met my best friend on that project. Didn't know it at the time, but sure happy about it now. I have a husband, Brandon, and a little boy named Cade. He was born 2 weeks earlier than Sadie, and so Claire and I were pregnant together, and it was very fun getting to learn how to be mothers in those very precious 9 months that flew by quite fast, but not at the time. And my husband and I, we just moved back to our hometown area, Frankenmuth in Michigan. So I grew up here. He grew up just outside of here. We'd been living down in Royal Oak the last few years and really liking it, but it was time to be closer to family for us. So I just decided to join Usborne Books and More a couple of weeks ago after him hawing about it for a year, and that was a year too long. That was a year's worth of not getting the discount on the books and such that I should have bought earlier. But anyway, so I've been with it for a few weeks and I'm loving every second of it. I joined honestly because I just love the books. Not really trying to make money, not really trying to grow a team. I mean, if that happens, great. But I just wanted to do it because I just simply love the books and I want to share them with as many people as I can so they all understand how great and awesome they are. So bear with me, it's still a little new, and I'll try my best to represent the company and the books tonight. I have quite a few in our collection to share with you. I had a party this time last year and I earned over $300 in free books because I had such a big party. And then just this past week when I had my launch party, I ended up earning over $300 worth of free books again, which actually ended up being 65 individual books. So I had a lot to share with you. I also raided my mom's closet because she's been an Usborne fan a bit longer than I have. So I'm going to go through some of my favorites, some favorites I think you would like based on the little ones I've gotten to know on Facebook this week. So I know Lissa, Jamie, and Jessica, you told me a little bit about your little ones, so I have some more special ones I can share with you. And then if any of you others want to let me know how old and what your little one's interests are, I can try to make some recommendations on the fly or sync up with you after the party. So if you have any questions, or if I'm going too fast or too slow, just send me something in the chat. I'll see it and I'll accommodate to you. And then after I'm done talking, there'll be a few more posts in the party that you can interact with either now or come back to later. The party will be live all day yet tomorrow, and then you can keep shopping. So first off, before I forget, I want to talk about the customer specials. So I will post a graphic of what the customer specials are currently, and so you qualify for a customer special when you spend $40 or more. I want to really emphasize the specials tonight though, because they might disappear tomorrow at 5 o'clock. I know they're getting ready to post the July specials, and I don't know when they take away the June ones. I just know that the new July ones are going to post tomorrow at 5, and I don't know what they're going to be. So it'll be 5 p.m. So if you definitely if you are really in the market for the What is Poop and What are Germs, order those tonight or first thing tomorrow. So the special here is that individually each of these books are $12.99, And the special right now is that you get both of them for $12.99 total. So both really adorable books. What is Poop? It's what it sounds like. What is Poop? It's gonna show some pictures. Does everybody poop? Talks about, yes, we all poop. You get to see how much certain animals poop in a day. Sorry, I'm not really good at this yet. Maybe, sorry. Getting there. Bear with me. And then where does poop go? I'm trying to learn about our new septic system, so I'm trying to figure that out myself. And yeah, so that's what is Poop. What is Germs? Really similar content. I know your mom's excited about this book, Claire. It is so cute. I think this will be really fun when we start potty training, and then the Germs ones too. So that's one of the specials. I don't have any of the other specials on hand, but there are a few other really cute ones, so make sure to check those out. All the covers are adorable. So Lissa, since you're here, your little girl's 14 months, and then you have a 4-year-old goddaughter. So I think I met you at Claire's baby shower last year, if I remember right. You had traveled in with your mom, I think. So I'm excited that I get to cross paths with you again. Where is my pile for you? You like to lift the flaps, anything with touchpads? Yes. So for 14 months, I thought I would show you, where's the pile for you? Some of the classics, the favorites. Your question about the pages for these. So yeah, these are not as thick as they get. So I think you were somewhat familiar with the with Usborne books. So they're not as thick as like the That's Not My series, but they're still really, really durable. So I would say in terms of a lift the flap, they're sorry, I keep going the wrong way. It's not very easy to and the flaps are really durable too. So I think you'd like those. So All Better, Claire, I know your mother-in-law was interested in this book. This one is adorable. Kate spent the weekend looking at this book, and Little Bear Needs Glasses. So same concept. These have reusable stickers on them. I'm pretty bad at this video. I'm sorry if I'm like all over the place. So you go through the story, and we learn that that all the animals, they have a boo-boo. So let's do bears. Where's Bear? It says, "Look out, Bear! Ouch." He got a boo-boo, so we're gonna clean it. It says kiss it, and then put a Band-Aid on it. All better. And so these just come on and off really easily, and they say if they ever lose their stick, which ours haven't yet, you can just run them under some cold water, and that refreshes them. So that's really good to know. This glasses book is super adorable. I didn't double check. Yeah, so this was really fun for Cade. We were trying to learn about eyes this weekend and just trying, so we didn't do so great, but we're getting there. We're getting there. They are not magnetic. They're just really sticky, but they don't stick to anything else. They just, well, I guess I probably shouldn't say that. No, they're not sticking to any of these books. They're only sticking to these pages. Must be something special about them. I'd have to look into that more. So those are cute. Big Book of Numbers and Big Book of Colors. I got turned on to these in one of my first Usborne parties that I attended. And at the time, I didn't have a little one, so I think I actually bought this one before I even had a baby in the works. But they are just really great, especially now at this 1.5. We're trying to teach them stuff. So this Big Book of Colors, it actually has a color wheel up front, so that's fun. And then it just goes through page by page, every color. Again, just lots of things to point at, so we can turn this book into all kinds of different things. There's even a page back here with transparency, so we can start seeing what colors do when we mix them together. Really neat. The Big Book of Numbers, again, I feel like these just go hand in hand. So these are just really nice. This one focuses a little bit more on like this page is talking about moon patterns. So not just counting, there's actually a lot more going on. We've got the number down the side so we can see where we're at. And then the last page gets into big numbers and bigger and bigger. So Lissa, are you also a band geek? Were you in band with Claire? I think you were, but I could be wrong. Because if you were, then I picked out these next two books to share with you guys. So this is in my top 5, is the Usborne Noisy Orchestra. This book is so adorable. So each page is set up to go through a certain set of the orchestra. So it goes strings, wood, winds, brass, percussion, and then lastly the orchestra. And so this is just too cute for me. So I'll play the first one for you. I'll play the strings. And so it says what each animal is playing, their instrument. So you can go along the page like this. And then our favorite is the percussion page. So Cade really gets to a good beat in this one. But what I like most about this book is because I too was a band geek, is at the end, when you get to this last page, it has every character, every instrument that they've seen, and then it plays them all together. So if you want to start tuning their ears early into trying to pick out the set that they just heard, it's all there. So love it. There's a few other musical books, like not just noisy books, but musical books. I just got this one. Cade's a little too young for it, but we were playing with it together today. So this is my first keyboard book. And so down here, it actually has a little keyboard, and they're pretty nicely done. And so you could start learning how to read music. And I think there's a couple other ones like this. So if you want to get them started early on instruments and music, I'd go this route. Claire, a few that I pulled aside for you. So I know you said you weren't familiar with the That's Not My. So there are quite a few. That's Not My Dinosaur, That's Not My Unicorn. I think there's over 50 currently in their collection. They're just constantly adding. We also have Duck, That's Not My Fox, That's Not My Otter, That's Not My Kitten. So we really like these books. That's Not My Puppy is over here. So these books is about a little mouse. Oops, he's over here. And he is trying to find his unicorn in this book. So that's not my unicorn. His mane is too fluffy, so we get to feel fluffy. This is not my unicorn. His ears are too soft, and so the ears are soft. We go page by page. This one's actually got shiny edges, which is really cool. And something's different about each of these until we finally find our unicorn. Its horn is so sparkly. And when I was watching another lady talk about these books, she was just saying like how great these are for quite a few ages. So baby-wise, these are really nice for them to look at because they all have black outlines, so that appeals really well with them when their eyes are developing. And then when they get a little bit older, they can really easily memorize the book, and so they're going to feel like they're reading the book, and they're going to start really, feeling proud of themselves, and I'll start introducing them into reading some of this repetitive pattern. So Claire, you need to add one of these to your collection. I don't care which one it is, find one. There's so many cute ones. I also picked out the Birdhouse and the Bug Hotel for you. I just feel like Sadie would love these. So these are brand new. The Birdhouse goes through and explains where certain birds live. So this is the duck page, and this is a lift the flap. So there's going to be a lot of opportunities. So on this woodpecker page, for example, we can see inside the tree and see what his eggs look like, her eggs look like. Down here, different types of food. I am really bad at this iPad camera thing. I'm really sorry about that. Hi Kesha, can you tell me a little bit about yourself in the comments so I can see if I can find some good books to recommend for you? Just a little bit about your little ones, who you might be shopping for tonight. This is a peek through book. I love these peek through books. And we have That's Not My Elephant, or I'm sorry, Are You There Little Elephant? And that one, I think both of these would be really good baby shower gifts. So these books, they take you through, you're trying to find the animal, like, oh, is that my little fox? That looks like his nose. And then you find like, oh no, it's actually a ladybug. And then you find another part, was that his tail? And it takes you all the way through till you finally find the animal you're looking for. So really, really cute. Muddle and Match. These books are a lot of fun. Cade really likes these because he likes flipping pages. And this has 3 times the pages that you would expect because there's lots of different flaps. I've heard other ladies explain that they really like these books for the alliteration that they have. This is really good for imaginative play, so we can start, being kind of goofy with our reading and mixing up the different parts of the character and the story, and so that can be a lot of fun when they get a little bit older. And then everything I see with farm, I don't know why I keep thinking of you, Claire, because I still feel like you have a farm. But this one was just really sweet, and talks about different types of farms. They aren't they aren't all what we think of them. There are some in the city, and so just really, really pretty book about farm life. So that's that for those 2 piles for you, and then just some others that I'm always looking to add books for nighttime stories for bedtime. So these are a few of our favorite right now. So How to Tuck in Your Sleepy Lion. This is another nice board book. I think this actually comes as a set. You can buy it as a set, a collection. How to brush somebody's teeth and how to feed. There's a monkey and a crocodile. I can't remember which one's which. We have each of them. I think I bought them separately, and I should have bought them as a set because that would have been a better deal. The phonics readers are like really thin books. We might not be in the market yet with our little 15-month-olds, but soon enough, I think we're gonna really like these. So if your guys can keep the hands off the pages, my guy can't. These would be really fun ones to read. They're all rhyming. So let me find a fun page. So they're talking about pajamas here, and so it's Sam's pair is frilly, Charlie's looks silly, and Frankie's are blue. I skipped one. This is really cute. This phonics readers, I'm just going to say to you guys, are really popular. So I had earned like $250 free. So I actually ordered the set of them. I haven't even opened it yet. But it was, well, how much was this? It was $70 for 20 of them. So great deal. And that will keep us endlessly entertained someday. Another one, I can't read this one too closely because I've been emotional lately. But also an animal. This one's just really sweet. It's a parent animal talking to the baby animals. So if you were a pup, then I'd be a bat. We'd hang upside down from a branch just like that. And so it's going to list the baby animal and the adult animal name. If you were a puffling, then I'd be a puffin. I wouldn't let anyone hurt you for nothing. So really cute. Yeah. B is for bedtime. We really like this one. So alphabet, walks through the alphabet, different going to bed items. These pages are really sturdy in here. So these ones I do read with Cade regularly right now. And then the alphabet picture book. This one is just, again, another really sweet book. These pages are very durable, and we read those through the night too. So then, for when our little guys get older, so who was it? Jamie was looking for books about body, and we have a lot because that's what we're trying to work on too. So I shared this one the other night. It's a brand new one called the Baby's Very First Playbook, Body Words. So this is really cute. This would be easy to throw in the diaper bag. Another one I would recommend is the First Word Book About Me. So this one has a lot going on in this. So the very first page is the body, and then it's my face, and this book is just fun for little ones to look at because there's so many people and faces they can see. But then it gets into verbs. What can I do? We get into what's in your home, what does your day look like, so getting into some of the routine items. And so this will just be really helpful to start learning some new words and different activities, food, all kinds of stuff in this book. Again, super durable one. Another one similar is the Big Book of English Words. And so this also has, I think, a page devoted to body, but it also has a lot more in it. And I think that Jamie would really like this for her little guy too. Just start, pointing. Can you show me the horse? So even though this isn't really talking about animal identification, we can use this book to do a lot of different things, depending on what stage we're at with our little ones. This is a really long book. It's a good one. And then there's actually a Lift the Flap questions and answers book about body too. So all kinds of flaps in here that talk through the body. This is where are things, how do things work, so forth. So tons of information. Usborne's really good at their nonfiction. And so my last party, I actually stocked up on the Lift the Flap books. So this is where I was going to transition over to Jessica. So for her 2.5-year-old, I stocked up on these now, and we're looking at these now, but I think her 2.5-year-old is going to get a lot out of them right now. So we ended up getting Lift the Flap ABC, opposites, animals. This is the question answer one, so a little bit more detail in that one. Word book. So this one's it's fun, and it's got words across the bottom of what's going on. General knowledge. So lots of fun facts, so we can train our little Jeopardy Jeopardy players. And then food. And then a couple smaller ones. These are brand new as well. These are big hits. What's it like in space? And then how do animals talk? And so these are a lot like the What is Poop Like book. So little flaps on them, little durable flaps, and cute too. Also for Jessica's little girl, we had a bunch of dinosaur books around the house. So we had the Nibbles, the Dinosaur Guide. This is a really popular series. These pages are thicker than just standard paper, and they have flaps on them, so these are probably not Cade durable yet, but definitely for a 2.5-year-old would understand to be careful with those. And then the I'm a Dirty Dinosaur and I'm a Hungry Dinosaur are cute ones. There are tons of dinosaurs. We have That's Not My Dinosaur, all kinds of different things. There's also potential collision going on here. There's also a Shine the Light. So if you're not familiar with the Shine the Light books, these you hold up a flashlight behind them, and so in the individual pages, so let's see, I don't know my dinosaurs, so you'll have to forgive me, but so this page is saying, let's take a look in this water, and it looks like nothing, but if we were to put a flashlight behind it, these creatures would actually show up here in the water for us on this side of the page. So really, really cool. And there are tons of these books. These books are really nice. My sister, her 3.5-year-old, is obsessed with them. So she had a big party and she ordered that collection. So I think she has over 20 Shine the Light books right now. And then finally, I know our little guys are still little, but I just wanted to share. I do have some books. For older kids, I've already started buying ahead. So with one of my parties, my husband was sitting alongside of me as I was making my wish list. He's like, what in the world are you doing? And so I showed him and I let him pick out some books. Hint, that really helps get him on board. So he picked out Lift the Flaps, Computers and Coding, and then a look inside, how computers work. So just to give you an extent of how detailed these flap books can get, there are flaps inside of flaps going on in this one. So definitely too detailed right now for our little guys, but we bought ahead and hope to get his interest into computers and coding soon. There's a survival camp book. There's quite a few Bear Grylls books. So these are really fun. I think this would be perfect for a Boy Scout child. Cade and I read the space book every once in a while, so this book is really challenging my abilities tonight. They have a lot of readers, so when we start reading, they go from levels 1 through 4, and this book is a level 4, so it just gives you a little idea of what the language is like. They have tons of activity books. I don't have a lot. There's a lot of sticker books. This one is like paper planes to fold and fly, so I think this would be a good book for like grandma to have at her house when little ones come over, so they can have something to do, so they can tear out these pages and make a paper plane that looks like a spider web. And then the white clean activity books, I think we'll start using these sooner than later. We actually dove into this one today, and I found out that the marker washes off my wood floors just fine. But these books come with a dry erase marker, and they really easily wipe off. So they have a lot of white clean books and cards, so when our little ones are learning how to write, they'll have some traceable things for them to use. So that covers what the books I wanted to share with you. If you are looking to see anything else specific that I might have, I will certainly find it for you. If not, YouTube is a really great resource, honestly, for finding out more information about these books. So you can try searching too to see if there's any other books or details about books you might be interested in. I'm going to stick around. I'm going to post a few more things about the party tonight. I'm going to post some videos that you can choose which ones you want to watch. And then a couple other posts to wind down the party by 9:30 so you guys can get to bed. And let me know if you need anything else. Thanks for joining my live session. See you